Hello, everyone. You are so welcome here. My name is Almine Geldenhuys. I am a brand partner of LifeWave. I do not work for LifeWave. I love the products and I share the products, and I would like to tell you a little bit more about this amazing technology. Just getting my screen share going. Give me a moment. Okay. Just want to make sure that you are seeing my screen. Giselle, can you give me a thumbs up? Good, wonderful. All right, let's get rolling. So my question to all of you tonight is, have you been patched yet? I started patching 9 months ago, and it has been such a phenomenal journey for me. I'm so thankful I started this journey. And if you are here today listening to me because someone told you you need to come, exactly that happened to me 9 months ago. But I didn't go to the meeting. My friend just said, I went to the meeting. And this is phenomenal. You need to start doing more information. And then afterwards, more information to actually learn what it was all about. But it has blown my mind. I'm a physiotherapist, not working currently as a physiotherapist. But so you will hear me go on and on about the areas that really pertain to that because I have a deep passion for that. So LifeWave brought to market a little patch that has the technology inside of it to reactivate our stem cells. But more on that a bit later. First, I want to tell you a little bit more about the company. So, LifeWave was established in 2004 already, but for the first 15 years only sold patches other than X39. And tonight our focus is mainly going to be X39. Because you will see, if you look at the stats of this company, that since X39 was launched in 2019, this company had a 3,000% growth to where they're actually projected to have a $1 billion year this year, 2025. So a product that doesn't do miracles would not help a company see all of this growth. David Schmidt is our inventor of these patches. He is the CEO of LifeWave, and he is a scientist. He actually has over 200 patents to his name. Currently, and it So sorry, everyone. I seem to just have lost connectivity, but I'm back. Okay, so let me just make sure. I think I'm not screen sharing anymore.
Yeah, it's not showing now.
Okay, let me just add it back. Sorry about that. All right. And we're rolling again. Right, so back on the patent. Because this product is so protected with this patent, it means that even if you're considering looking at the business side, and yes, there is even an opportunity to make an additional income with LifeWave, then this is a phenomenal product because of the patents that protects it. But not only do we have patents, but just read the words shown in the slide. Embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, and elevation of antioxidants. So not only do we have these patents, but also research that proves that this patch really does what it says it does. So you can really be comfortable in knowing that there is at least patents and research behind this patch. Okay, why the stem cell reactivation patch? So firstly, I want to get all of you involved. In the comments, type 60 if you're 60 and older, but if you're older than 30 but not yet 60, type a 30 for me. Just want to see who I'm talking to. And if you're busy watching this replay on YouTube or somewhere else, put replay and your number inside the comments. All right, lots of 30s. Okay, so I have horrible news for all of you, even the guys who's typing in 30. When you are 30, you have lost 60% of the activity of your stem cells. So they don't die and go away. They just become old and shriveled and sit in the corner and they don't do anything at all. There's a 60 coming through, Darlene. So when you're 60, you have only about 10% of your stem cell activity, and it becomes less and less and less as you get older. Okay, but why is stem cell activity important and what do stem cells do? So the New England Journal of Medicine actually says that the number one indicator of wellness is the amount of stem cells that you have in your blood. So the more stem cells you have, the more wellness you have, and the less, the more unwell you are. And we can see that with aging. Even if we're a healthy individual, if we become older and we go over 60 or 70, we start showing signs of aging. We generally have stiff and aching joints. And all of that is just because you really don't have stem cells doing regeneration anymore. So a stem cell is the blank cell inside our bodies. It's the cell that has the ability to become absolutely anything else. So when we are little babies, as an embryo inside the mother's womb, the pluripotent stem cells are the ones to become an eye or skin or muscle. They know what to go and do. But then after you are born, these pluripotent stem cells continue to have the ability to turn into any cell in your body, anything that you need for any form of recovery. And these are the cells that get woken up and activated the moment we start with this phenomenal, simple technology. Okay, but now you're going to ask me, Almeen, how does this work? So we all actually know about photobiomodulation. Even if you didn't know that you know, you know. Because we all know that when the sun hits our skins, vitamin D gets activated. So there's a chemical reaction that happens inside our skins and inside our bodies to actually react. So the sun shines and there's a reaction. Now, in the case of the patch, we don't work with sunlight, but we work with a reflection. So whether you like it or not, you are emitting light, infrared light, and that is why someone can see you through night vision goggles. It is because you're emitting infrared light. So what this patch does is it actually reflects your own infrared light back into your body. So it's like a little mirror. It's actually small little crystals that reflect the right frequency of light. So that's why it's called phototherapy or photobiomodulation, photo meaning light. So it's a therapy that you get with light reflecting. And it is that little crystal inside that patch is where our patent is. So that is what other people cannot make. So phototherapy or light therapy isn't a new concept. That is something that there's been years and years of research on. And what LifeWave did was just to find a super unique and affordable way with no chemicals inside of it, no drugs. It is non-transdermal, it is non-invasive, and it is just so convenient. And so they found a way to actually give you all of these things that we have for so long known in a way that is groundbreaking. Okay, so when this infrared light actually goes back into your skin, in this case, it's not like the sun, a vitamin that gets activated, but a copper peptide called, copper peptide by GHK-Cu, for those interested. So, and GHK-Cu also has a lot of research. Copper peptide is known to be so phenomenally good for our bodies. Okay, how do we wear this patch? We actually buy sleeves that has 30 patches inside of them. So one for every day of the month, because you patch for 12 hours on and then 12 hours off. And this is so that your body doesn't get used to the patch. You can technically put the patch anywhere on your skin. So there's no wrong way to patch. Some people prefer patching where it hurts. Other people want to follow the manual that says behind your neck or underneath your navel. But David Schmidt will tell you, if it's on your skin, it is doing its job. So when we are done, we throw the patch away and we start all over tomorrow. And it's very, very important that you drink plenty of water. So water is necessary not only when you patch, but also in life for communication of ourselves and to be healthy. So to make sure you get the best benefit out of these patches, make sure you are drinking enough water and maybe add some Celtic salts to make sure that that water that you're drinking is really going into the cells and not just flushing through your system. This might be my favorite slide in this whole presentation because it tells you everything that these patches do according to research. So in the first few days already, there's 4,000 genes that resets. And if you didn't know that genes can reset, you have some reading to go do. Within 6 weeks, our brain becomes balanced and we have beautiful amino acids and things in our brains that we need that is now there, and things that we don't need is being pushed out. Within 3 months, our collagen, which is our most abundant protein in our body, is increased. So all of you who gave me a 30 or a 60 are not making your own collagen anymore if you're not patching. But if you're patching, because your body is actually acting younger now, you can make your own collagen again. And collagen doesn't only make our skins look beautiful and our joints work well, it is around all our organs, and it is so important inside our bodies for so many reasons. But one of the most significant things that we saw is that within 6 months, your heart, your cardiovascular system reverses in age. And so that is why David Schmidt has coined the term that these patches are not anti-aging, they're age reversing. This is literally not something that I have come across ever before learning about these patches, because I have not known, even in the physio world that I moved in, that there was anything that made it possible for my body to become a younger state of itself. And what is really phenomenal is David Schmidt, who is in his 60s now, clinically his heart tests the age of a 35-year-old. Now that is significant age reversal. Some of the other benefits that we see, and so what is important to know is some people see quick results. We call them one patch wonders, and they literally can wear one patch or 7 patches and see phenomenal results. And other people have to be a little bit more patient with their bodies. But what we do see that most people at some point will tell you is that they have increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy, and vitality. Doesn't that already just sound like being a 16-year-old? Mental clarity, it feels like the brain fog lifts. And to me, it almost feels like I have a mental stability that I haven't had in maybe years. Restored muscle and skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, and improved skin appearance. Now, it is important to know that these patches are not a medical device. They're not intended to treat or cure any sickness or disease, not intended to diagnose. This is a wellness device that is supposed to give you your wellness and your youth back. And together with that, we are seeing so many testimonies of so many things that is getting better. But we'll get to testimonies in a moment. What is important is that you do commit to at least 90 days of doing these patches. Our bodies take time to heal and recover, and even our blood, if blood cells renew, that takes about 90 to 120 days. So it is only fair that David Schmidt asks you try this for at least 90 days. And if you're not going to try for 90 days, then don't even waste your time and your money. Technically, you should patch for an additional month for every decade that you're old. So for myself, being 40, I should actually, at a minimum, do the 3 months plus the 4 months for being 40. And I can tell you that my most significant results only came at 9 months. I'm so thankful I didn't stop at 7. That was supposed to be my minimum. So I want to encourage all of you to actually really patch for as long as you possibly can. This is absolutely phenomenal. So what you're seeing on the screen now is a topography map of a 77-year-old yoga instructor. And I recently actually watched a video where a neuropsychologist said that to get results like we are seeing in the slide usually takes so many sessions and weeks of therapy, where by patching X39, in session 1, you can see more of the redness. In that slide, actually, there was inflammation of this lady's brain, and there was a lack of brain coherence. And then in 3 weeks already, there's a decrease of inflammation and an increase of brain coherence. And then 6 weeks in, so the session 3 picture, she had a complete turnaround. And I actually went and looked at this research at the different topography maps because we have quite a few of this. And it was so interesting to see how even the left and right brain hemispheres started communicating better. But a little bit more on the beautiful things we are seeing. So in this picture, no, the red is not a good thing. We don't want red on these images. They are usually a sign of illness or inflammation. But you can see that on these scans, after 5 months of patching, there has been a significant improvement in the condition that this person had. In this picture, it's the same. We don't want red. Red is not love in this case. So on this pictures, it was only 30 minutes after application of patches in both the torso as well as the hand. And I love this because this is no placebo. This is a proper scan showing you concrete results. And for those of you who love your animals, we may patch our animals. And a lot of people actually, when they're done with their patches, apply it to their animals because there still is some use left in that patch. And look at how beautiful this coat has improved for this horse. And looking at the picture, again, you can see the decrease in inflammation. And this was a 4-month duration for this horse. One of the significant things that we saw is with little Poplap. Now, little Poplap, fortunately, we couldn't pay to get these results. So for all of the skeptics out there, look at the short video of how a paralyzed dog starts walking again. Okay, so you most likely saw the back legs are still a little bit stiff, but that's just a sign that it is not another dog, that is the same dog. And yeah, the animal bodies are so open, and they receive the patches actually so very well. All right, and then just beautiful pictures of how you can see light and life coming back into people's eyes. Dr. Stacy, right on the left, has been patching for 3-4 years, I think, at this point, and she literally looks like she is 20 years younger. I mean, if you look at the lady at the top, how the puffiness and how the skin improvement and everything is just, she looks like a different person. And then the bottom 3 slides is 1 year on X39. And so more beautiful results. I can keep you busy this whole night with results. So vitiligo is a skin condition that's not supposed to heal. It's skin cells that die. And look at the improvement that these people have seen. Psoriasis, scars that heal much faster than they normally should, Bell's palsy that the lady already before that waited for some time and saw no improvement. And then when she started patching, she saw the radical improvement. For those of you who know a live blood analysis, this is a 10-minute turnaround with blood looking so much better. And then improvement in swelling and circulation in feet. And every time, not even with using patches that very long, and immense significant improvements. Here you can see scar improvement. And the gentleman with 7 weeks, left bottom of the screen, I mean, his whole skin doesn't even look so wrinkly anymore after that improvement in the bruise and the scar that he had. So we really are seeing with scars and with wounds such phenomenal results. And then hair, people who even have immunological diseases and aren't supposed to have their hair grow back are seeing hair regrowth, or then a photo of just not as much hair loss. My hairdresser couldn't believe the amount of new hair. I actually went for a haircut today, and she was giggling with me that I literally have a whole head of hair growing back. So we have so many testimonies, and we have this lovely group on the Telegram app where you can go by yourself and look through all of them and go and look for the things that are bugging you and bugging your family, and try and find if there is testimonies on that. Otherwise, you might be our first testimony. Also, the patents, the research, and even more testimonies, all of that can be found on the thisisinfo.com website. So quickly take a screenshot or a photo of this page. Thisisinfo.com is valuable, and it has a whole lot of information. All right, so now how much do these patches cost? And I can tell you one thing. The only thing that you cannot afford about these patches is you cannot afford not to be patching. So retail price would be the most expensive way for you to possibly buy these patches, and that would be $149.95 before your country specific tax as well as shipping. But friends, don't let friends buy retail. So don't worry, we have a wholesale price available, and we would love to share all of you how to be able to get the wholesale price, which is only $99.95. If you'd like to start, it is so much better to start on a pack because it becomes so much cheaper. Most of us started on the core pack, which gives you 3 sleeves of X39, and this is at $295. And again, all of these prices are before country-specific tax and before your shipping is added. And we keep it like that because LifeWave is in 80 countries currently. So we can impossibly be busy working out the country-specific cost for this. So you just find yourself a nice app and you go and do the calculation and change it to the currency of the country that you are in. And then just remember the tax as well as the shipping. All right, so 6 sleeves. If you have family members you want to patch, or then if you're a medical professional or you want to actually sell patches out of hand, then we have the lovely 20 sleeve premium pack. If all of these make it impossible for you to start, we still want you to start. And as I said, we are going to make it possible for you to shop wholesale. And for that, we have the starter kit. So the starter kit is $25 and it just gets your account opened. And the account is the important part. We call you a brand partner, but that doesn't mean you have to do the business and actually create an income out of this. You may, and if you see the results, you'll most likely want to tell people about it. But with the starter kit, you open up your account, and this means that every time you log in and you shop, it is at the wholesale price. And then after opening your account, you can go and buy your 1 sleeve for $99.95. So I really believe that you are here today and you're at the right place at the right time with the right product. And whether you just want to sign up and buy wholesale for the rest of your life, or if you want to become a business builder, because people are not only suffering with their health, they're suffering financially as well, then we have a place for you at LifeWave.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed.
Did the thing just stop?
Placed anywhere
There it goes.
each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part, like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Imagine investing in companies like these when they first went public and riding their growth to where they are today. Those who made wise decisions to get involved gained incredible wealth. Now it's your turn. When it comes to regenerative anti-aging science, stem cells are the future. And thanks to LifeWave, you are at the forefront of it all. Don't miss out. X39 puts you on the threshold of explosive growth in your business like no other product ever could. And all you need to do is try it and share it with others. The LifeWave X39 patch, an absolute breakthrough. For your body, for your business. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
That clip makes me excited every time I see it. All right. So just a little bit back to the company itself. LifeWave is a 20-year-old company. They have proven themselves. They're open in over 80 countries, and it's not a Me Too product. So if you are looking at considering doing this as a side hustle or a primary income, it really is such a beautiful package put together that you really shouldn't say no to. It's a company that's growing. It's a unique product. And not only is this company growing, but they are winning things along the way. So LifeWave has actually been announced the #1 momentum ranked company for 2 years in a row. And this is by an independent evaluator looking at everyone in direct selling or network marketing, so that line of business. And we won the Bravo Award last year, and actually just heard that we took the Bravo Award again. And that is also to companies inside direct selling. I want to be associated with a company like that. That is absolutely phenomenal. We have the fastest growing direct selling company in the world. And all of you guys, if you sign up, will be in the team called the This Is It team. That is the fastest growing team in direct selling in the whole world. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to learn from. And I don't know if you just want to spend more time with your family, have less debt, travel more, all of the above. But there definitely is a reason for you to be wanting to add just an additional bit of income to your household. So this company actually provides 4 different ways for you to earn. And I know in the beginning it seems a bit overwhelming. I came from a direct selling background, and even to me, it took a while for all of this to make sense. But in short, the 4 different ways is firstly, you can buy and resell, meaning you literally just make the profit in between wholesale and retail. Or you can tell people about them, about the product, sign them up, and then make an additional income from the signing up. So they're opening their own account, like I explained earlier. Then in this company, we have a binary structure, meaning that you add people in 2 legs under you. And just out of that and the volume up until infinity gives you bonuses weekly. But what is one of the best ways that people are actually making money is the matching bonus. So if I now enroll Giselle and she starts making bonuses because she's on my first line, I get a matching bonus from the company, which is 25% of what she is getting. So it is just phenomenal the different ways that you can earn inside this company. So the product introductory bonus, which is the one that you get when you tell someone about it, is $35 if they enroll in core, $75 on advanced, or a nice $405 that first time that they enroll on that specific package. So what we want people to do is to become managers. So every direct selling company has their different ranks. And for us, the most important rank is going manager. It's also the first rank that you will obtain. And it is so, so simple. To become a manager, you have to just enroll 2 people on your left leg and 2 people on your right leg. And if they're active and buying product, you are seen as a manager. And if you then help these people become managers, and coming back to the matching bonus I explained all about, you will be earning beautifully from helping other people earn in this business. So if you're really interested in how this system works, Chris put together a lovely hour-long video that explains it in so much detail. Please go and find it on our YouTube or ask the person that referred you to this call to actually send you the link, because then you really can go and deep dive into how it works and how your income will be generated. So if you decide to become a brand partner, there really is so much support inside this beautiful team. So we're not gonna just leave you to go and figure all of this out by yourself. There's amazing resources been put together that makes it easy for you from day one to earn while you are learning. And so the website that I referred to earlier is an amazing tool for you to send people to if you don't have the words yet regarding exactly what these patches do. But then for your team training, we have another website called thisisateam.com that helps you with the onboarding and learning you or teaching you how to become a business builder. We have these wonderful weekly Zoom calls like the one you are on tonight, and they are happening on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays. And so you can invite prospects to this call in the same way that you got invited to be here tonight. So again, you don't have to know exactly what these patches do. You don't have to understand everything in the beginning. There's wonderful presentations for you to come to, but then also team training happening on Thursdays and Saturdays so that you can become better person and a better business builder. We have physical presentations. So in some areas, you can actually go to a room or a restaurant, wherever this is presented, and go and listen to someone presenting it live. And you're always more than welcome to send your prospects to a presentation, for example, in another part of the world or the country, because they will just be able to go and hear the message and be referred back to you for you to enroll them inside your business. We have a lovely Facebook group. This is a team Facebook group with also so many resources. And also then this is a team has YouTube videos, which you can send on to people with business building strategies, with more information on the patches and anything, testimonies, anything you might need. So I am going to tell you today that if something amazing is being put in front of you, then just follow the advice of Richard Branson. Say yes and figure out how to do it later. So we have come to the end of the slideshow, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for giving me your time, for opening your minds and being willing to listen to this very strange patch that someone told you about. This has been life-changing for me and so many other people. And I really want to urge you to think about this opportunity and this device seriously. So thank you all, and we hope to see you soon. Please go back to the person who invited you to this call. Go and ask them more questions, but more importantly, tell them to send you the enrollment link. Thank you for listening.